Please subscribe my channel. At the party, my wife loudly declared while laughing, "I'm single now. Go find somebody else." The music was pounding as her boss smirked at me, clinking his glass with others while coworkers stared. My face burned with embarrassment as she gripped his arm, her eyes challenging me to say something. I stood there, unable to move, my wedding ring feeling heavy with shame. All those years of being faithful shattered right then. I understood that the party wasn't really for fun. It was her way of ending our marriage in front of everyone. The laughter around me faded into a sharp quiet as I looked at her face for any sign of regret. There was none, just victory. I didn't know yet that this embarrassment was only the start, and everything she thought she controlled was going to fall apart in a big way. That night would change all the rules we had followed, revealing secrets she never expected to face under bright lights with everyone watching closely. She leaned closer to her boss, whispering something mean, while he laughed and patted my shoulder like it was all a big joke. "Relax," he said. "She's just playing around." My chest felt tight. Playing around didn't look like clear betrayal wrapped in boldness. I excused myself, my breathing unsteady, and walked out to the balcony, needing fresh air. That's when I heard heels clicking behind me. I turned, thinking it might be someone feeling sorry for me, but it was her sister. She looked different that night, calm, watchful, and confidently sure. She looked at me, then at the room, picking up on everything that wasn't being said. "So," she said softly, "you're the husband." It wasn't a question. It was like she was sizing things up. There was something in her smile that felt planned. The music seemed to quiet as a new idea sparked, weak but strong in its own way. I didn't realize she had already chosen to step in, and the night was about to turn completely, intensely, and permanently for all of us. Before I could reply, she went back inside and raised her voice. "Perfect," she said loudly, looking right at me. "He's mine now." The room let out a collective gasp. My wife turned quickly, her face going pale. "That's not what I meant," she yelled, suddenly sounding clear-headed. Her boss stumbled over his words, his laugh stopping cold. People stared, pulling out their phones, eager for the drama. The sister walked over to me and linked her arm with mine, claiming me. "You said you were single," she told my wife in a sweet voice. I paid attention. Those words hit harder than any punch. My wife rushed forward, full of anger, but friends stopped her. In that moment, the balance changed. The joke was over. I felt something powerful grow inside me, not love, but clear thinking. The sister wasn't just saving me. She was taking what had been thrown away, and everyone saw it happen right there. It was permanent, harsh, real, and shockingly final. We left together, with phone cameras flashing. My wife's yells echoed behind us outside. The night air felt crisp. I asked her why she did it. The sister shrugged. "You're a good guy," she said, and she needed to face the results of her actions. We drove in silence, no music playing. City lights blurred by. The quiet felt on purpose. She told me about years of noticing things, giving warnings that were ignored and bad habits that were excused. Tonight, she went on, she thought she could control the whole story. I let out an empty laugh. "Do you?" I asked. She looked at me. "No," she answered. I just changed its direction. Something settled inside me. For the first time, I wasn't just responding. I was deciding. The marriage was over. Ahead lay unknowns, but it felt better than staying. Her sister smiled, noticing the change. "We'll see," she said. The future stretched out with no guarantees, just truth, chances, clear lines, bravery, results, and honesty. By morning, my phone was full of messages. Sorry notes, gossip, threats. My wife pleaded, then pointed fingers, then exploded in anger. Her boss disappeared from view. I watched it all from afar, oddly peaceful. The sister made coffee slowly, helping steady the mess. "She'll try to twist what happened last night," she warned. "Don't let her." I nodded, seeing how many times I'd given up truth to keep things calm. We talked for hours, not about dating, but about self-respect, limits, and mutual care. She wasn't giving me an easy way out. She was showing what strength looks like. When my wife showed up, makeup running, Voice shaking, the sister stood between us. You ended this in front of everyone, she said calmly. You don't get to fix it alone now. My wife broke down, seeing that the crowd was gone, and so was her control. I walked past her with outrage, at last free from needing her okay. Weeks later, things calmed down. Divorce papers were signed. The stories died out. I started over quietly, figuring out who I was without always defending myself. The sister stayed, not as a reward, but as someone who reflected truth. She pushed back on excuses, cheered for strong boundaries, and mocked fear. One evening, she asked if I regretted anything. I thought back to the party, the laughs, the hurt. I regret keeping quiet for so long, I said. She nodded. Quiet lets liars win. We stood on a balcony, the city alive below. Whatever we were turning into felt deserved, not taken wrongly. My ex watched from a distance, learning too late that embarrassment wasn't her real penalty. Being ignored was. She tried to own the story and lost the ending. I'd lost a marriage, sure, but gained control over my own life. For the first time, my story felt like I was writing it on purpose, truthful, and not scared of people seeing. The night she said she was single changed it all, but not the way she planned. She wanted to shame me, to show her power. Instead, she showed the truth under harsh lights. Her sister's smile wasn't disloyalty. It was the results showing up right on schedule. I learned that real love doesn't plead for respect, and self-respect doesn't stay quiet. When people reveal who they are, trust it, especially when everyone can see. My ex still shares her side, but it falls flat now, lacking the one thing that counted, control. I don't fix her version. I don't have to. I live better out in the open, choosing truth over acting. Sometimes justice isn't noisy payback. It's calm freedom. She lost her viewers. I gained a real life. And every time I think of her yell, that's not what I meant. I smile, knowing meaning comes not just from what you plan, but from what happens after the words are out.